Welcome in to the ASMR Destiny live stream here on the 13th of October 2025. This is episode 1368. We are doing a special SpaceX Starship Flight 11 launch viewing party first. And then if we have time afterwards, we'll roll right into gaming. So, yes, I got my popcorn. This is snacky caramel corn popcorn. And I got my drinks. I got my Monster here already. I'm ready for the launch. Weather is looking great for launch. Everything's looking smooth for launch right now. We have 27 minutes left until launch, and they are a go for propellant load. So the rocket is being loaded with fuel right now, and we'll go into
Launch of Starship. We had a van too that got a bit pummeled by concrete from the first launch.
Get into
of
the
Starship. We call
launch
it Danger Van.
operations.
So that was quite a scene. We'll have to get that footage up at some point later.
Let me see if the official.
So, Ryan, I know you're keeping.
I got two streams going here.
At Starbase right now.
We are seeing propellant continue.
Here's the official stream.
10, we're again planning to deploy Starlink simulator satellites
There we
as
go.
well as test the limits of ship's heat shield during reentry. A controlled descent, flip maneuver, and soft splash in the Indian Ocean are also planned for ship. And hopefully our recovery team will be able to deliver some more of those amazing views that we got back on Flight 10.
Yeah, those views were just awesome. Another crazy thing, and for those of you keeping track, today actually marks the 1-year anniversary of our historic first ever booster catch. That was Booster 12. And even though we're not attempting a catch today, every time we launch a Starship, it's a big day. All right, so everyone, buckle up because maximum excitement is guaranteed.
All right.
And
Hey,
Dan Hewitt joins us from over near Mission Control. Dan, how are things looking for launch today?
Hey, Jake. Hey, Amanda. Hey, everybody. We are looking great. I'm Dan Hewitt with SpaceX Communications. That's right. Right behind me is our Launch Control Center here at Starbase. Flight Control team is on there. They're getting Starship and Super Heavy ready for liftoff. So as you can tell, when we look at the vehicle, prop load is underway. Things are looking good. We did shift our T0 a little bit. We're tracking to 6:23 p.m. Central Time, just a couple minutes into our window. All right, so as we noted, back in August, Flight 10, it did all the things. Did all the things we wanted it to do. Started off with Super Heavy, those 33 Raptor engines igniting, lifting off right at the top of its window at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. It was able to do a successful ascent, followed that up with hot staging, Starship's upper stage igniting those 6 Raptor engines, separating Super Heavy, making its way back down. We saw the hot stage pop off. It then completed its boost back burn, put it on the course towards that splashdown zone. It successfully did that landing burn when we intentionally disabled one of those 3 center engines. During the final phase of that, used a backup engine, entered into its final hover, shut down the engines, and then splashed down into the water. Ship, meanwhile, completed full duration ascent burn, got to its planned velocity, successfully put it on that suborbital trajectory, and then it was on to the in-space stuff. That first in-space objective was completed. 8 of those Starlink simulators were deployed. That was the first successful payload demonstration we've ever had from Starship. Each of these simulators, similar in size to the V3 Starlinks that we're going to be launching next year to add significant capacity and capability to the network. Then it was on to our second ever in-space relight of a Raptor engine. That's a key capability for when we're going to do deorbit burns on future orbital missions, and then when we're doing deep space maneuvers. Then on to the critical reentry phase, we're able to get data on the performance of that heat shield, the ship structure, push the envelope on it, using the flaps, got it down to the splashdown zone, did the landing flip, did the landing burn. Killer views from the recovery team. Soft splashdown over in the Indian Ocean. We were just about 3 meters off of our target, so pretty much nailed it. It was a huge day, tons of excitement here at Starbase. Just a reminder, though, this is still the early days. I mean, we're on Flight 11 today. There's a lot more we're going to do to get full reusability, increase our launch cadence, eventually start sending missions to the moon and Mars. I mean, we've got thousands of launches to come. But for now, we're looking good for launch. Toss it back down to Amanda and Jake.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan. Starship is the first orbital launch vehicle engineered to be fully reusable, just like a commercial airliner. In fact, to the end, we're actually reflying a Super Heavy booster for the second time today. This booster last flew on Flight 8. So let's just start with how powerful this rocket really is. When you stack Starship up against one of the world's biggest airplanes, the 747, a single Raptor engine is actually double the thrust of all 4 airplane engines put together. So that means the Super Heavy over on the pad right now, with its 33 Raptors, is equal to the power of about 64 747s.
Yeah, that's just crazy, Amanda. The power this rocket generates is incredible. To be specific, it's over 16.7 million pounds of thrust. Numbers almost incomprehensible, but it's just crazy. All right, to break it down, Starship is made of 2 parts. First is the Super Heavy booster, which is powered by 33 of those Raptor engines that run on liquid methane and liquid oxygen. And second is the Starship upper stage, powered by 6 Raptor engines. 3 are optimized for sea level performance, and 3 are for vacuum performance for that larger nozzle extension. All right, it's the Starship's second stage that will one day carry cargo, payloads, and people all the way to Mars and beyond.
The Super Heavy booster is designed to launch, separate, flip, and return to the launch site where it can be caught by the chopsticks on the launch tower. However, as previously noted, we won't be attempting one of those catches today. Starship, on the other hand, re-enters the Earth's atmosphere at the conclusion of its mission, steering itself to a vertical landing.
Welcome, Canyon Twitch, to the Asthma Destiny live stream. Let's go down by the river.
Keanu says hi.
That will be fully reusable.
This is launching from Texas, from Starbase, Texas. They are probably going to, so they're going to launch this one from Texas. And then they have a new... Thank you! Thank you!
OMG guys, Kami on Twitch just subscribed with Prime. Frick yes, and thank you. Ah.
Ah. Ah.
Yeah, and to get us ready for launch, we recently conducted another static test fire. Basically, we're the engines to mimic a launch without actually launching.
What are we talking about?
On the screen right now. It's a crucial milestone to let us know we're ready to go.
So this one,
we did this
this one, my hair is like messed up. This launch is going to be the last launch of Starship version 2 from that pad right there. This pad right here is the new brand new pad that they're finishing up right now, also in Texas. And this will launch the new Starship version 3, which will be the next launch after this one. That one probably will be January next year, probably. At the same time, though, they are actively building a launch tower at Kennedy Space Center. So we might, I think the timetable was that we'll see the first launch of Starship from Kennedy Space Center by the end of next year. So
back in September, we launched Starlink for its 300th time.
We'll see what happens with that. There is one being made, so, and I'm pretty sure sometime next year they're gonna launch from it. So, yeah, there'll be a big ol'. It will be the biggest rocket out there. So, launches are gonna be pretty crazy.
I'm Wendy Layer. I live in Sandpoint, Idaho, and we are the first Starlink customers.
I need a remote. Ah.
Where we live due to the lack of technology. The minute they turned it on, we could stream a movie, we could video chat.
I wish I could see launches. I have only seen.
I changed jobs earlier this year, so now I actually have the ability to
Here's my house program runs on the cloud.
Have I seen it? Have I actually seen a launch?
Prices and designs.
I like to bake, so I've been able to research recipes and try new things.
I don't. You would think I remember. I don't think I've actually seen a real launch. I have been down to Kennedy Space Center at least twice. So.
And I'm happy to report that Wendy and Sean are still Starlink customers today.
I don't.
So in just over 5 years, we've added dedicated services for aviation, maritime.
I don't think I have any photos in my phone from that. I'll have to find the photos. I don't think my photo library goes back that far in my current phone.
To offer online access to education, telemedicine, and many other critical services, in some cases for the first time ever.
I want to say, like, I saw a space shuttle, like, on the pad.
So there's a lot more work for us to do. But Starlink was
That's how, like, long ago. That's how long ago I was there.
The larger V3 satellites that will deploy
So that was
Starship will bring
a while back.
connectivity to users and are designed to add 60 terabits per second of downlink capacity to the Starlink network. That's more than 20 times the capacity added with every V2 mini launch on
Dude,
Falcon
it was
9. And then on the cellular front,
6 a.m.
SpaceX announced a deal that provides Starlink with exclusive spectrum for its next generation direct-to-cell satellites, which will be capable of providing broadband service to cell phones globally. Starlink is the largest 4G coverage provider on Earth.
Yeah, I have another friend who lives in Florida. They live probably like only 10 minutes away from Kennedy Space Center over there. So oh yeah, they can literally walk out of into their front yard and see launches, which is so cool.
So today's float profile, we're looking to get our second re-entry with this iteration of ship. And prior to every launch, we work closely with the FAA and international air traffic organizations to efficiently and safely.
You can see it in the sky, but not launching. Yeah,
into the airspace.
That's not surprising.
Ah!
We're live.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Good to see you, boss.
Hi.
Hey. How's the webcam?
Good. We're live right now.
What the?
Yeah. Getting ready for Flight 11. How are you feeling for it?
Good. This is the first time that I'm going to be actually outside standing and watching the rocket. Normally I'm in mission control and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But now I'll be standing out in the garden there.
Okay.
So
awesome.
It's really going to be much more visceral.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna feel
Great
it.
Place
it's gonna
to
be.
watch.
It's gonna be awesome.
When
We'll be in here this time, but usually we're out there watching. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Good luck.
Later.
And have fun.
Have fun.
All right, so that was an exciting cameo there.
That was funny.
But yeah, starting with liftoff, we'll get into the flight profile here. Super
Like,
Heavy will ignite
hey, boss.
33 engines.
How's it going, boss?
24 of which are flight proven today. We'll power through ascent ahead of
That was funny.
separation, where booster will shut down all but stage 2 lights is Raptor engines while still attached to Super Heavy. That is what we call hot stage separation.
Did you say Cammy?
We'll see a directional booster.
Was that the name of
engine,
that Asian girl?
Or boost back. And we'll be intentionally headed to a splashdown in the Gulf with a V3 style landing burn demonstration today.
Meanwhile, ship will continue with its ascent burn to suborbital
Cameo.
trajectory, where it will attempt to deploy 8 Starlink simulator
Cameo.
satellites.
Cam
We're also
E.
planning to relay a single Raptor engine.
It's Cam
Then
E.
it's time for re-entry, where we're once again testing the limits of Starship's heat shield by intentionally removing tiles. The ship will also perform a pretty dynamic banking maneuver that mimics the path of a return to launch site for Ketch that will fly on a future mission. And if all that goes as planned, we'll conclude the test with a landing flip, burn, and soft water splashdown in the Indian Ocean. So definitely another action-packed flight profile, Dan.
You do have to say Cammy to say
the
cameo.
Final launch of this
That's true.
version of Starship, version number 2. Right now, we're
Welcome,
actively
MRS Rays
building
onto the
multiple
Asthma Destiny live
next-generation
stream.
V3 Starship and Super
Let's go down by the river.
Kind of right behind us, so let's take a minute and nerd out a little bit.
Oh.
All right.
Where's
We're
all
gonna
of
be
our...
launching from Pad 2, which is nearing completion down here at Starbase. Both the pad and the vehicles are going to roll in really significant changes. This is building on everything we've learned from all these
Kami
flight
on
tests
Twitch
to make a
asked
vehicle
me,
that we're looking to
hey,
mass
remember
produce.
all those times you
Starting with the
pronounced my
Starship
name
upper
wrong?
stage, which is going to look pretty similar on the
Oh,
outside,
come
but
on,
it's
don't
gonna
be too hard on me,
pretty much a
Kami.
complete
You know
overhaul
names are
under the
tough
hood.
sometimes. Like, I once called
Major
Pam
design
Pamela
changes to the
Beasley
propulsion
instead of
system that's
Pam...
gonna accommodate that new version of
Wait, no,
Raptor
that's
with
actually her
horsepower
name.
thrust. We're also getting energy storage upgrades,
well,
tons of avionics
I messed
changes. A lot
up
of things that will enable
Pam's
longer duration missions.
mom's
One notable thing you'll
name,
start seeing the
so there's
outside
that.
of these new docking adapters,
Anyway,
which
sorry
we'll
about
use
that.
when we bring two
I
Starships
promise I'll
together
get it
for
right.
propellant
Just
transfer.
give me a break,
That's
okay?
a core capability of
I'm just a
Starship
simple
that we're gonna
regional
demonstrate
manager
next
trying
year.
to make it through the
Bottom line,
day.
though, this is the Starship we're planning to use for all of our next major milestones, orbital missions.
Hey, Ms. Razor,
final
welcome in.
launch site and catch,
Welcome
reuse,
into the launch. We got
transfer, and then making our
14
way to
minutes
the moon and
left.
Mars. Now, super heavy. We've shown some of this off. Some of this hardware already.
I'm trying to
coming
figure
out of
out
the factory. It has
why our
upgrades like this, a redesigned fuel
stream
transfer
avatars
tube.
are not
It's
working.
roughly the same size as the first stage of a Falcon 9 rocket. That channels all that cryogenic fuel down to Super Heavy's 33 engines. We made it bigger. It's basically a rocket inside of our rocket that gives us a faster, more reliable flip and simultaneous engine startup. New booster also going to have an integrated hot stage, a lot more vent area, and it's designed to be fully reusable. Pressure from those engine plumes gets vented out, mostly offset just by the pressure in the fuel tank. That is the top of the fuel tank. And then we add a non-structural layer of steel on the top that helps take all the heating. It's mapped to where all the high heating goes. Grid fins also getting a big change, going from 4 down to 3. They're 50% larger, though, much higher strength. They're also going to get used for vehicle lift and catch. That's all made possible. There's a new catch point addition on those grid fins. We've also kind of reclocked their position on the booster. That aligns them with the catch arms. Yeah, we got it right in the middle there. All right, and then powering it all, Raptor 3. Looks radically different, just straight up radical. Tons of major changes. It's coming in higher thrust, dramatic reduction in parts, tons of control mechanisms moved inside. Our McGregor team's built some additional stands like this one, which essentially is the bottom of a super heavy booster, lets us do gimbal or steering tests. So that's been really exciting to see. We've also been getting vacuum versions of Raptor 3 into test. The first flight engines are already in production and are about to start acceptance testing for Flight 12. So a lot of exciting changes coming, and we're getting ready to mass produce everything, including one of the really key contributors to that rapid reusability, the heat shield tiles. Let's jump over to Tyler real quick in Hawthorne, who's got a really cool look at what's happening with tiles in Florida.
Thank you, Dan. Indeed, Starship's heat shield is the linchpin to full and rapid reusability. We can't launch, land, refuel, and launch again if we have to spend months refurbishing the heat shield after every launch, like they did in the Space Shuttle program. So, in a future where Starship is flying several times a day, many, many thousands of heat shield tiles will be required. So yeah, we need to get cooking on those tiles, which is exactly what's happening inside the fully automated bakery down at the Cape. In just 3 years, tile production at the bakery has surpassed the total number of tiles produced during the 30 years of the shuttle program. To go from the raw material to a finished tile, it takes about 40 hours. And today, the bakery is producing about 1,000 tiles a day. But it's set up to produce enough tiles for 10 ships per month, which is about 7,000 tiles a day, or a tile off the line every 13 seconds. So yeah, the bakery is well on its way to providing Starship with all the tiles for missions to Mars and beyond. And for today's flight, we've made a modification to the heat shield tiles. Dan, do you mind filling us in on what's being referred to as the Crunchwrap tile?
Absolutely. I always love to get to do a little show and tell. So we've got thousands of these heat shield tiles covering Starship. Now they're kind of all next to each other. There's a small gap in between all of them. You got to leave a little bit of space as that metal underneath will expand and contract. That way they don't crunch into each other and start breaking. However, that lets some of that plasma kind of seep through, and we see really high heating on the sides and then down on the metal. To help fix that, we have this, the crunch wrap that everyone has heard about. So we take essentially that's called Vulcan felt that we then wrap around. And so as these tiles are next to each other, you've got a small bit in between that's going to help offset that heating. It's just one of the ways we're continuing to iterate on this heat shield, getting towards rapid reusability. Hopefully it's going to help Starship live Moss. You know, everything is just going to get us to that end state of a fully and rapidly reusable vehicle. So pretty much the entire vehicle has those on it today. We've done this on multiple Starships previously, but this time pretty much the whole vehicle has it. So that was special for today. All right, enough heat shield tiles. Let's go quick check-in on the pad. So
T-minus
if you
10
did
minutes.
notice, we did shift our T0 just a little bit. We're now counting down to 6:23 and 41 seconds Central Time. We shifted a little bit as we were working to finish clearing
Everything
the
is
range.
go. I'm going to probably switch here to figure out why the stream avatars are not working. Give me just a second here. That is really weird. Why is that not working? Should be working. Stream avatars. Hello. Hello. That is super weird. Remote wall stream ABI. There we go. Got it. There you guys are.
Just down the road, and we recently shared some
All right.
Starship cargo heads to the Martian surface for research.
Again, if anyone is joining, this is Starship Flight 11. It's going to be the last flight of their version 2 Starship. They've already flown a bunch of initial V1 Starships. This is all testing the biggest rocket ever created that's going to literally allow humanity to colonize the moon and Mars within the next 10 years. I would say 10 years. We're going to start colonizing Mars especially. Mars especially. SpaceX has 2028 as the first missions to the moon, and 2030 is their date to start carrying cargo and supplies and infrastructure to Mars in mass. We are talking about, to like put the scope in perspective, SpaceX wants to launch at least 3 times a day, every single day of this rocket, which is the biggest rocket ever created by humanity. So 3 times a day, and each one of these can hold, I believe, 100 people inside. If they wanted to put like just chairs in there, it could actually ferry 100 people at a time to Mars if they wanted to. So, and then there's only certain times that Mars and Earth are properly aligned that we can actually send stuff to Mars. So, I believe our next big window to go to Mars is it 2028 or 2020 or next year? I need to check. It's every 3 or 4 years. So
Amanda, we are so green. Everything's still looking really good.
Mars. The next transfer window is going to open November, December of 2026. So end of next year. I think if SpaceX could, they would totally take advantage of that window, the end of next year, and shoot some Starships over to Mars. I think that's what they hope to plan, is they want to try to see if they can send at least 3 or 4 Starships to Mars, see if they can land at least with no people. And then on the next transfer window, 26 months after that, they want to launch cargo and like all sorts of like cargo and robotics to Mars to prepare the landing site for the first human landing, which will be sometime after 2030. So that's why it's super important for Starship, this program, for them to launch, for them to like succeed in all of their goals, to advance the program as quickly as possible so that they can get to Mars, so they can do this stuff. So, but like I said, this is the last launch of version 2 of the ship. They're going to go to the new version 3 version of the ship, which has a bunch of improvements and changes. It's going to be bigger. They're going to launch it from a new launch pad that's actually right next to this one in Texas. Brand new launch pad. And just advancing the programs that they can get so they can get to the moon and get to Mars. So, and they can literally bring millions of people to Mars. Like that's the plan, is to get 1 million people to Mars as fast as possible. We are 3 minutes away. It looks like everything is good to go. Let's tune in on their commentary.
After we pass that gate, we can always hang out there for a couple of minutes if we need to. We do have some extra time. We're not constantly topping off the propellant in these vehicles, so we have about a 7-8 minute window where we can wait for any final issues to clear. We're not currently tracking a reason to hold there. Again, our range continues to be green as we look at sea and airspace both out over the Gulf and in our reentry zone out in the Indian Ocean. All right, 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. A lot of things on tap for Flight 11. Planned to be the last launch of this version of Starship and Super Heavy. Once again, we're really focused on getting ship over to reentry. Once we get to that phase, we're going to dive in. There's a lot of exciting stuff that's going to be happening on our way back through and down to the ground, hopefully out in the Indian Ocean. Minute 45. Should hopefully be seeing. There's a quick wiggle check. Checking out the thrust vector control, the steering on the booster. We use those inner 13 engines. Doing their one final dance before the big show. And we'll do that one more time after we cross that T-minus 40 gate. Alright, range continues to be green. Still not tracking any issues on vehicle or pad. 1 minute to go.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
As a reminder, we can hold at T-minus 40. We're not planning to. All right. We're through T-minus 40. Let's listen in. Flight Director Ty Huntington back in the seat. Take us through the final
Flight
seconds
Directors, go for launch.
Let's go.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on.
We have liftoff. Go Super Heavy. Go
Lift
Starship.
off.
Thanks for all the historic flights, Pad 1.
Vehicles pitching downrange. Booster Raptor chamber pressure nominal.
We got a good launch. All engines are running.
Booster and ship, nominal power and telemetry.
All right, we are about 45 seconds into flight. We're still getting the rattle here at Star Factory. We are seeing 33 out of 33 Raptor engines lit on Super Heavy as it arcs across the Gulf. Coming up next on Max Q.
Your Wi-Fi is super laggy, Miss Ray's. Oh no.
Max Q.
So at this point, we've passed through that period of maximum aerodynamic pressure. The next thing we're looking forward to is going to be hot staging. So we've got 33 out of 33 Raptors lit. Super Heavy makes its way uphill. Hot staging is going to be coming up in just a little over a minute. At that point, we're going to see all but 3 of those Raptor engines on Super Heavy shut down. Our version of Miko. Most engines cut off instead of main engine. And then after that, we're going to release the clamps that are currently holding Starship to that hot stage adapter. It's then going to ignite its 6 Raptor engines to push it away from Super Heavy and then start making its flight uphill. So in about 30 seconds, we're going to see the engines start to shut down on Super Heavy. You'll see them kind of shut off in separate banks until we've just got those 3 center engines that never stop running for this process. And then looking for 6 ship Raptors.
Sweet. I don't like salty.
All right.
Really.
Miko coming up in about 10 seconds.
Beautiful views from the ship.
See the engines throttling down.
Booster engine cut off. Ship ignition.
Stage separation.
Use backburn startup.
All right, successful hot staging maneuver. So we've got 12 of the 13 engines lit back up on boosters, so it's doing its boost back. Real excitingly, though, we've got 6 out of 6 Raptors lit on ship there, so it's now going to continue
no
to make its
catch.
descent into outer space.
They're not going to risk
Meanwhile,
catching the booster, just in case anything goes wrong. It is going to splash down in the ocean, so we will probably see that because it's super clear there. So
back towards its planned splashdown zone in the Gulf. Right after we finish this boost back burn, we're also going to separate the hot stage. This will be the final time that we're doing this. Is all right. There's the end of the boost back burn. We should be seeing the hot stage. There. So the hot stage separates. It's going to make its way down, also splash down in the Gulf. In the meantime, though, these 6 ship Raptors are going to continue firing for about 5 more minutes. Next up for the booster, though, is going to be its landing burn. There's a cool tracking shot. We dumped some of the prop out on our way back in. All right, so for booster, this is one of the main things we're trying to get is going to be this landing burn. So you can see the hot stage kind of making its way towards the left side. So that's the bottom of the booster. It's about to pass right in front of where you can see some of that prop dump happening. They look like they're close together, but there's a good amount of distance between them, and the hot stage will go down and splash down in the Gulf while the booster comes back for its landing burn.
yeah, it looks really close.
Starship is on nominal trajectory.
All right. Looking good on our trajectory, looking good on everything. Jake and Amanda, you guys with me down there?
Yeah, definitely. The crowd is gathering over here in the office. You can definitely feel the energy in here. Great to see that booster is making its way down to the splashdown zone in the Gulf.
Yeah, the shaking down here was absolutely nuts. The windows are still there, still intact, so that was pretty awesome. But yeah, booster's coming down. We're at about 30 kilometers, about All right, yeah, and as we approach that landing, just like tower catches, we will be doing a 13-engine landing burn to slow down. This time it will be in a V3 configuration. And as we're starting to get into the denser part of the atmosphere, the booster is using 4 hypersonic grid fins to guide itself through atmospheric entry towards its landing site.
And we're just about 20 seconds away from landing burn start, where we'll first ignite the center 13 engines, then bring that down to 5 to slow down the booster for landing. And finally, that will come down to 3, and we'll cut all of them off while we're still about 200 meters in the air. So booster is going to see a bit of a harder thing.
Booster landing burn startup.
Good hover.
Booster landing burn shutdown.
And there we heard it. Booster landing burn shutdown. We saw a 13 to 5 to 3 V3 demonstration. And into the water we go. Wow, that was absolutely awesome. If you can even hear us right now, congrats to the whole SpaceX team. So far, so good for today. That was incredible.
All right, great stuff, guys. I'm jealous of the crowd. All right, back to ship. Ship's still making its way. We've got a little under 2 minutes left in this ascent burn, so we've got all 6 Raptor engines still firing. So the next major milestone we're going to be looking for is SECO. That's our second stage engine cutoff. That's should be coming right at about 8 minutes and 58 seconds into flight, so we've got about 1:20 still to go. Really cool to see Booster go through that landing burn. That was one of our really key demonstrations we wanted to try and do today. That's mimicking what we're going to be hopefully doing. Oh, we just got our sonic boom, sounds like, from the booster coming back. All right, less than a minute to go. So we are going to see the 3 RVACs, the vacuum optimized engines, shut down first, and then we'll shut down those 3 center engines. So we should be a little under a minute until SECO. Just a reminder, this is putting us into a suborbital trajectory, so we're intentionally just going slow enough that we're not going to achieve full orbit. This puts us on a course where those engines shut off, and no matter what, we're coming back.
Starship is in terminal guidance.
In the Indian Ocean. All right, terminal guidance. So we should start seeing the shutdowns come up in just a couple seconds. Less than 30 seconds to go in this ship ascent burn.
No engine
All right,
fuses.
our backs have shut off. 3 more to go.
Ship engine cutoff.
All right, all ship Raptors have shut
Nominal
down.
orbit insertion.
You just heard nominal orbital insertion, so we are on the path that we wanted to be. So we've got a ship back in space, a whole lot planned for it, lots more still to come. Great seeing Super Heavy make its way to the water, but I'm excited to see what ship can do in space. How's everybody doing down there?
Yeah, if you could hear the crowd behind us this whole time, people are definitely happy with how the day's been panning out so far. Definitely exciting to see Starship safely in space, and super pumped to see all the team's hard work in action here today.
Yeah, and we guaranteed it at the start of the show, but it has been an awesome day so far. It's crazy. All this has happened in just 10 minutes. All the objectives were met on the booster, including that V3 style landing burn. So now all eyes are on the ship as we get ready for our in-space objectives. But we've got a few minutes until that next milestone, so sit tight, enjoy the views, enjoy the space jams. We'll be back at T+16 minutes for payload deploy.
I ate all my popcorn already. My snackies! My snackies are gone! Wow. That's okay. No, no more snacking. No more. No more. So yeah, we had a successful launch. Perfect launch. No delay. Perfect separation. Perfect boost back of the first stage booster. Perfect landing in the ocean of the booster. Perfect suborbital insertion of Starship. Starship is coasting right now over the Atlantic. And yeah, like they said, we got about 5 minutes until they're going to show the next phase of the mission, which will be the Pez dispenser. Starship has basically a Pez dispenser mechanism where it has these flat plates inside that are going to represent future Starlink satellites. And it's literally on a plate, and it goes up, and then there's a little door, and it opens up, and it shoots out the plate like a Pez. So the last Starship flight, they were finally successful with deploying the dummy Starlinks. So we'll get to see them do it again. How you doing today, gamer? I did get virtual tennis set up on my machine. I had to get like the PC. I got the PC version, even though it was taken off Steam. I did manage to find the PC version. Got it running. Works perfectly fine. It was either that or like get the Xbox 360 version emulated. Either emulated and working, or literally bringing my PS3 or my Xbox 360 over here. Because as you can see, I redid my setup here a little bit. What's this mystery device? What is this thing? Kind of cleaned it up a bit so I could fit the PS5 back here. Got all the dust off of it. Updated the software. Updated the controller. And now I have the controller. Oh, I thought it was plugged in. I was gonna get charged up in preparation for playing Death Stranding 2.
Welcome T3MO to the Asthma Destiny live stream. Let's go down by the river.
Tia's had a launch itch that he couldn't scratch. That's right. Today was the launch of Starship Flight 11.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Yep.
If you're just now joining us, where the heck were you? But we are getting ready for payload deploy. That's going to start once we get the payload door open. That should be happening, or at least starting, within the next minute or so. It's been a really cool flight so far. Quick look inside the payload. We've got 8 Starlink simulators getting ready to make their way into outer space. But great flight so far. Booster able to make it all the way to its splashdown and landing burn experiment, so that was really exciting to see. We got ship on orbit, nominal orbital insertion, so right in the money with its trajectory. And now we're ready to start tackling a couple of in-space objectives. So next up, we are currently venting down the nose cone, essentially the payload area of Starship, as we get ready to open up this payload door. We were able to do this successfully for the very first time on our last flight, on Flight 10.
Door's opening.
Hal got ahead of me. Looks like he's opening up the payload door already.
Door's opening. Hal, open the pod bay doors. Hal.
All right, looks like we got the door open.
So I wonder if they did any improvements from last All
right, so
launch.
payload doors open. Next up, going to be to start deploying these Starlink simulators.
Because last launch,
they are roughly the same size as the V3 Starlink satellites that Starship's going to be carrying. That's going to add some pretty crazy capacity. We'll run through the numbers in a little bit. We were able to do this for the very first time ever on our last flight, and so this will be another test. We made a couple of tweaks to the rails for deploying this based off of what we saw last time, but excited to see these get out the door. Our next iteration of Starship's also going to have kind of a more powerful PEZ. It's going to deploy these at a little bit faster speed, but looking to see our next demonstration of this hopefully in the next couple of seconds. We should start seeing them move out the door.
Okay, so they did some tweaks.
I mean, that view on your left, so you're basically, that would be if you were sitting at the very top of the nose cone looking down. So there's kind of a short stack. There's 4 on either side, so 8 total. When we start flying Starlinks, for their actual deploy missions, we're going to be carrying stacks of about 60. So much larger stack once we start flying these operationally, but still
the door's open.
A little bit of a short just for this payload deployed today.
Yeah, door opened up. Oh, they're getting ready.
Looks like we got a little bit of movement there, Dan.
Coax it out. Get it moving, Jake.
There we go. All right, first one going out.
Oh, I want that external view. Dang it. Give me that external view.
First one's deployed. Getting ready for the second one here. We do a little reset back to the center position.
Yeah, it takes about a minute for each one.
Like I said, this is literally like a Pez dispenser.
Looks real smooth too. They made a couple of tweaks to those rails. If you watched the last ones, it had a couple of bumps on the way out, but moving out super clean this time.
Yeah, and as noted earlier in the show, but definitely worth repeating, Starship will deploy Starlink's more advanced V3 satellites, adding 60 terabits per second of capacity to the network per launch. So that's 20 times more than each Falcon 9 launch does today. Just incredible.
They had the outside view too.
Yeah, and anybody that's been following Starship, you know, Starlink's kind of the MVP for these flight tests, where it's not only giving us the views we're seeing right now, but also just real-time data through every phase of flight. So we've got a couple dozen cameras on Starship. We've also got a bunch of cameras spread across the globe, including out in the Indian Ocean where we've got our fun buoys floating. There goes another one. And I mean, we're using Starlink to bring all of this together. It's our drone shots you see here from our great team down here at Starbase, all connected. So Starlink not only giving us cool views off the planet, but also on the planet, help bring everybody along for all these Starship flights. I think that's number 4. Somebody check my math. Yeah, we've got 4 Starlink terminals on the outside of Starship. It uses that to talk to the constellation. And through that, we actually get about 120 megabits of bandwidth for our downlink. That's our real-time HD video, all of our telemetry. So it's not just kind of giving us these cool views inside, but it's giving all that engineering data in real time, including re-entry when normally a plasma layer builds up and blocks you out. Starlink, powerful enough of a frequency that we're able to kind of punch through that and still get that live view.
Which is always crazy. We've never been able to see live re-entry before. All right, so you look on the right.
All right, next one out the door.
There we go.
There we go.
External. Well, it's pretty dark.
All right, yeah, Starlink is the world's largest satellite constellation operating in low Earth orbit to deliver high-speed, low-latency broadband internet. This provides internet access to people around the world, many of who have never had connectivity before. Oh.
There we go.
Right. Today, Starlink serves more than 150 countries, territories, and other markets with over 7 million active customers and counting. To meet the global growing demand for high-speed internet, SpaceX expanded its factory over in Bastrop, Texas, which is just outside of Austin, and also introduced Starlink Mini, as well as an upgraded version of the Starlink Standard Kit.
Yeah, and one thing to note about this satellite deploy is that they will be following the same suborbital trajectory of the ship. So these dummy sats will not be going in orbit. We do expect them to burn up on re-entry.
All right, couple more to go. I promise one of these days we'll deploy in daylight. But we're basically trading deploy in the dark so we get those re-entry views for the daytime. All right, I think we got one more to go.
And there it is.
All right, now with payload deploy complete, Starship will now close its payload door and continue to coast around Earth to the Indian Ocean. We still have a ton of major events to come today, including Raptor Relight at about T+37 minutes. That will be followed by atmospheric reentry and splashdown. So with that, we're going to go on another quick coast.
Yeah, if you can hear us,
is closing.
All right, with that payload door closed, we're going to sit tight, enjoy the views, and enjoy the space jams. Again, we'll be back in just a few minutes for Raptor relay, and then head back for reentry.
Be back just a second.
Let's prove it too. Head stick in the boot. Just to Mayday on the line in the mood. Could never mighty on the hazy way. Well into the river, Ruby Bay must be eating die. Heavy dust a base or I'll be coping 90 burn. Let's go be through the dolly glee into happy story 90 blee. Last city way that we were music bay.
OMG guys, Primal just subscribed with Prime. Frick yes. and thank you.
I'm here. I don't know where my camera is. Where is the camera? Where the heck? Where am I? There we go. Congrats, Tam, on winning. I actually did not go to the restroom, which I probably should. Let me do that. I do not have a tiny bladder. I'm just prepping. I just, preventative.
All right. right,
preventative.
welcome back, everyone. If you're just joining us, you did miss some exciting stuff because Starship successfully deployed its second ever payload, 8 Starlink simulator satellites. And now we're expecting the relight of a single sea-level Raptor engine in space coming up here just after.
Right up there,
plus 30
you can
seconds.
see
So about a minute left
that's
to go.
thunderstorms.
Yep, just a little
Thunderstorms
while, I think we're tracking
happening
to 37
on the surface of the Earth. That's what
49 seconds or so.
those
So
lights
we should
were.
be just about a minute and a half. Where, again, as Amanda just said, we're going to relight one of those center engines. This will be the third time that we've tried this. We did it successfully back on Flight 10, and then we did it for the very first time back on Flight 6. This is not a deorbit burn. This is demonstrating essentially all of the systems you would need to do a deorbit burn. So that's obviously your Raptor engine, and then also your header tanks, your smaller tanks in the nose cone, where we have liquid oxygen, liquid methane in a smaller, more easily pressurized container, which we can use for on-orbit burns. And we're also going to tap into those when we do our landing burn. So this will be a critical capability. Once we go to full orbital missions, you'll have to do a deorbit burn to break out of orbit, send it back down to Earth. But in this instance, we're already on our way back down towards Earth. So this is just going to demonstrate the capability of turning one of these engines on. We should be coming up in just about 20 seconds or so, looking for one of those Raptor engines to turn back on. They've been off since we completed that successful ascent burn almost 30 minutes ago. Here we go.
Oh, Raptor ignition. And shutdown.
All right, there was that Raptor relight. Looks like engine 3 full duration. As Dan mentioned, that's a third attempt, and we just did it 3 times in a row. So congrats to the team, the ship team, Raptor team. And then there we heard nominal second orbital insertion. All right, so congrats everyone on the milestone. That was awesome to see.
Nice.
We're 3 for 3. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back for re-entry at about T plus 45 minutes. We'll see you soon.
So yeah, basically, once, it's critical for that engine to relight because they're going to need it going to the moon and going to Mars. So, like they said, that was successful, so that's great. Now they're getting ready for re-entry, which is going to be a treat. It's going to always a treat. Hopefully we'll have a good solid connection. Looks like they've been having
Starship
a lot of
is slowing for entry.
Looks like they've been having a lot of connection issues with Starlink, but or at least it's still connected, but yeah. So yeah, after this flight, they are going to take a pause. Pregnant pause, as they say. And they are prepping their second launch pad, brand new launch pad in Starbase, Texas. That will be the first launch of Starship version 3, which is going to be an even bigger and better version of this version of ship. So just iterating along to get the ship to a fully reusable place, perfecting all of its systems and all that stuff. That launch, I think they were kind of targeting maybe January. Doubt. I mean, almost guaranteed it's not going to be this year. It's still going to take them at least probably 2 or 3 months left to validate the new pad. The new pad is almost done. And they got to get the version 3 ship done. But It's going to be basically an all-new Starship. So it's going to be a really exciting launch to see that. It's going to be all new engines, all new state-of-the-art, brand new Raptor engines. It's going to be an even longer Starship. They have probably hundreds, if not thousands, of changes for it. So it's going to be a whole new thing, whole new deal. And then hopefully, I'm praying to every god in existence that everything goes well, because the Mars Earth
Starship is approaching entry interface.
or Earth Mars transfer window starts November next year. So if SpaceX wants to attempt sending starships to Mars, which they say they might do, November, December is their only chance before the next Earth-Mars transfer window in another 28 months. So I think SpaceX would love, I think they said they want to, or Elon said he wants to launch at least maybe 3 or 4 starships, have them go to Mars, see if they can stick the landings, see if they can make it to the surface. I think that's like the only, kind of really the only goal there, is to see if they can make it there and they can actually land on the surface without blowing up. So I think that's their best case scenario for November next year. Also, SpaceX also has to deliver. They have a big delivery of the Mars or the Moon version of Starship. They have a big delivery of the Moon landing version of Starship that for NASA, under contract with NASA. They have to, I think they have to do a launch. Let me double check if that was part of the requirement. I know SpaceX had a deliverable to NASA next year. Let me look and see what that was. So they have a uncrewed
Ship is starting entry, good attitude.
A uncrewed test landing of Starship.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
They're calling it Starship HLS. And that's supposed to be next year. So they have to demonstrate, so SpaceX has to demonstrate that they have a moon version of Starship ready to go, and they can land on the moon. So that's another really big deliverable there. So they got a couple really big things coming up next year that they got to hit. So if we see more explosions of Starship V3 starting next year, any kind of like explosion is probably going to be pushing back some of these dates. But like the Mars one you can't push. So either you launch starships in November or you don't, right? So that's pretty much what next year they're looking at doing.
Thermal team is definitely going to be digging into that and taking that data to help us iterate on V3. So yeah, Starlink provides us with...
So now we are in re-entry. We are seeing the plasma start to build up underneath the bottom of the Starship, where the black part there, those are the heat tiles. And that's going to get even crazier and crazier. So you can't really see it, but here's their speed, 26,795 kilometers an hour. This is their altitude right now, slowly descending.
All right, so big picture here. Starship is designed to land on Mars where there are no runways or other humans to help out. So that means we need to do a propulsive landing instead of a more traditional means like parachutes, which is what our Dragon spacecraft uses, or a runway like the Space Shuttle. Propulsive landing enables more rapid reusability.
Now, as the ship makes its way back to Earth,
will this version not go into regular service? I don't think version... So this is the last version of V2, so this is out. The next one is going to be V3. I don't think V3 is what is going to take, say, a human to the moon or Mars. I think V4 of Starship is going to be the, like, operational one. So I think we're still a couple versions away. But they could send V3 to Mars as like a test. So
and above the speed of sound, somewhere in the range of Mach 0.8 to 1.2. All right, a lot of numbers coming up here, but for reference, commercial jets have a range of cruising speeds, but most fly around Mach 0.74 to Mach 0.85, which is 480 to 575 miles per hour, or 770 to 930 kilometers per hour. Right now, we're going a little over 26,000 kilometers per hour. So compare that to the airplane at 930. It's like pretty crazy how fast we're going here. All right, and after we hear the call out that Starship is transonic, we should hear the call out that Starship is subsonic. Subsonic, of course, refers to the speed that is much less than the speed of sound. So at that point, the ship's velocity will be starting to slow down, and we'll be looking a little bit more like some of our suborbital flights from, at this point, almost 5 years ago.
It's going to be really cool here shortly as Starship goes from the night side of the Earth to the daylight side. We will see this in real time, and the views are just going to be spectacular coming in.
We've done a lot of these missing tile tests. We did it back on Flight 10. Every time we do it, we throw something new and the ship makes it through. This time, we're really pushing it. We've removed these tiles in some of the spots that see the highest level of heating. And we remove tiles that have zero backup protection underneath. So there's essentially just bare steel. It's one of the heat of re-entry.
Uh-oh. Oh.
And so do not be surprised if this is not a very smooth flight on the way down.
Is that a hole?
This is intentional. We are trying to find what are the limits for a ship. How resilient are we to these different issues that could pop up? If we lose a tile anywhere on the vehicle, we want to know what
I missed it. There was like a spark or something on the left side. It looked like there was like a hole on the top of the Starship, but it's not clear.
This one, we've got a tile missing right on top. So that's going to see some of the highest temperatures during this re-entry, and there's just bare steel right underneath it. So we're going to see if Starship's robust enough to pull through that. Also have some tiles missing around the aft flaps, specifically on the leading edge. So again, we're getting a really good look right at the leading edge. That's getting really intense heating. So again, gonna see if it can make it through. See if all the flaps hold on, see if Starship holds together. But definitely could be a bumpy ride, but this is why we're flying. This is why we're flying in this part of the world. This is why we're putting Starship
So they're pretty
in these
much
flight tests
they're
to
pretty much
really understand what
expecting
its limits
some
are. So we can then move on
damage
to the next thing. Just gonna be bringing
slash
back
breakup
to the launch
here
site for
because they
capture, but
purposely
for now, still on this suborbital
removed
flight show
some tiles from strategic places
I think we got
to see how the ship handles it.
until splashdown.
Yeah, Dan, it looks, you can see our speed our speed indicator in the bottom left there. It looks like we're starting to scrub off velocity a little bit quicker.
Ship is entering the peak heating phase of flight.
It looks like there's a hole here. It looks like there's a hole, and it's basically like spudding through. Okay, we're coming up on the daylight. Look at those clouds. We're coming up.
Looks like we can see some clouds down there as we pass through 70 kilometers altitude.
Man, we're getting like
the sun's starting to come up.
an amazing 60 FPS.
There we go.
We're getting like super smooth 60 FPS video here. This is crazy.
Skirt is intact so far this time. If you watch Flight 10, you saw we entered with a little bit missing. That was ultimately traced to a little bit of buildup. We dumped prop on the way. We had a little bit of solid propellant buildup, and then either static discharge or the plasma ignited it, took out a tiny bit of that skirt, some of the aft flaps, but Starship, again, was able to fight through it, make it all the way to that landing burn. We addressed that, changed some of our prop dump con-ups, though, so should not be seeing that this time around.
So we're slowing down a lot.
And as a reminder, we're, in addition to these missing tile tests, we're doing kind of a unique flight on the way in. It's going to do what we call a banking maneuver. So while we're still going supersonic and even hypersonic, we're doing kind of a banking turn. And then we'll do a pretty aggressive turn right as we get into the subsonic and start doing our belly flop. And that's designed to essentially be the approach that we would do on a return to launch site and a tower catch. So don't be surprised if we see the ship start to make a few maneuvers as it makes its way down to the Indian. And fun fact, even though we're doing all this turning, we're essentially targeting the exact same spot in the Indian Ocean we went to last time.
So we're
all right,
coming
just
in
about
hot.
12 minutes to go. Still looking good. That gives a pretty good view of those aft flaps where, again, on the leading edge, I think it might be on the one on the other side, we had some tiles removed with no backups behind it. So again, we're really trying to stress some of the most sensitive areas around Starship, where basically if you lose a tile, it's the worst possible spot. And if we're able to make it through this, then that tells us quite a bit about just how resilient this vehicle is.
It's going to be really cool once we get down.
That shot we just had earlier was looking
through,
at what we
through
call
the
the business end of Starship with all the Raptor engines. And those are the engines that we're going to be expecting to light for that flip and landing burn, hopefully in about 10 minutes once we get through reentry. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, looking at E3, that's the one we did the relight on. So it's 2 for 2 so far. We'll see if it can go 3 for 3.
Yeah.
You can see the shadow on the cloud of Starship. Either that's a cloud or it could be.
You can see that speed just continue to bleed off under 20,000 kilometers an hour.
Could be a dot on the lens, though, right here. It's probably that's probably a dot on the lens.
Ship's still holding together.
Yeah, and if you look in the bottom right, looks like we've made it all the way to the Indian Ocean. We're coming up kind of near Australia, the west side of Australia there. So pretty crazy. We're only 56 minutes in, and we've made it all the way, halfway around the world.
Getting pretty fiery.
It's actually a good demonstration of a future capability we hope to have on Starship, where we will do point-to-point transport on Earth. So essentially travel anywhere in the world in about an hour or so, which is going to be pretty crazy. Imagine going from New York to Sydney in 1 hour instead of the 20 hours it takes currently.
And a reminder, so this camera is, we see some of the heat rate picking up a little bit. And this camera is embedded right in the end of one of those forward flaps, so you see it moving around. That's the flap adjusting to maintain control. It's like we're getting into our bank maneuver.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's happening? This is not looking good.
Now power sliding through the atmosphere.
External temperatures are coming down.
The speed is going down way faster now. At some point here, it's literally going to drop.
Dynamic pressure.
Like it's literally going to go from like horizontal to vertical, and we'll see it.
All right, that was basically our reverse max Q, so most aerodynamic stress that it's going to see during reentry, we just passed through it. So we're past that, we're past peak heating. Ship's still holding together. So we're currently in this bank maneuver. We're gonna see it kind of roll over and do a pretty significant shift as we get down closer to the subsonic speeds.
Yeah, and that bank maneuver that Dan's mentioning is all in part of us to learn about the guidance, navigation, and control for return to launch site missions. So in the near future, we're hoping to return the ship back to the same pad we just took off on 59 minutes ago, and we've got to do some of these pretty dynamic bankings to make that trajectory work out.
All right, the light show kind of calming down as we're starting to move into the lower parts of the atmosphere. We should hit transonic, so hitting that transition between moving faster than the speed of sound and below the speed of sound in just about 3.5 minutes. Our landing burn should happen right around an hour and 6 minutes after launch, so we should be just about 6 minutes away from that. You can see lots of daylight. Everybody cross your fingers, see if our range team is able to get out there and provide any surprise views as Starship makes its way down. Oh, it's like they heard me.
Nice. They got a drone. They got a drone out there. Ready.
Ready and waiting. Let's go.
Nice.
Dan, you just spoke that view into existence there.
It's going to be a beautiful
and again,
shot.
all brought to us by Starlink.
Maneuver has started.
It's going to be a beautiful shot if they can get that.
So we're now starting into our really heavy bank maneuver. Again, this does almost like a half circle loop to our actual trajectory. We're heading to the same exact splashdown point, but we're kind of doing a more roundabout way to get there, where it's this kind of big, long half-moon loop and then a really aggressive kind of twist right at the very end. And that would line us up with the launch tower. Starship, on a return to launch site, would fly over the tower, do a quick landing burn flip, and then come down for catching the arms.
How about that S-38 decal there, staying strong on that view we just had?
Good to see the numbers back on.
Yeah.
All right, should be hitting transonic in about 2.5 minutes. Landing flip coming up in about 4. Pretty clouds there in the Indian Ocean today. Again, yeah, we changed our launch times. We launch in the evening now, so we get these daytime views down in the Indian Ocean. One of the things we're really looking for, the reason we have the drone, other than, yeah, that looks really cool, is we're able to kind of see the ship. We can only see so much from these cameras. You can't see like the vast majority of the heat shield. So we throw these buoys out there. We've got there's...
You spoke it again, Dan. There it is.
They're playing with me in the control room. All right. But we have these buoys out there. We have these drones that we're trying to see externally how the heat shield held up. Everybody saw from Flight 10 it had a little bit of a paint job, a little bit of a reddish hue. That was from those metallic tiles that we had tested. Kind of oxidizing really rapidly in that plasma and then spreading those little oxide particles all over the heat shield. No metal tiles on this flight, so not expecting to see that.
Dynamic pressure is coming down.
Hope nobody gets seasick. All right, coming up on transonic shortly. About 2.5 minutes of landing burn.
There we go. You're going to start dropping.
Yeah, and once we get to around the 15-kilometer altitude mark, that's where we have a lot of flight history.
Starship is transonic, starting the belly flop phase of flight.
There we go.
Belly flop phase that we perfected in the suborbital campaigns. We're entering that now.
Just going to drop through those clouds. Going to be really awesome.
Right, starting to get those Raptors ready. Should be 2 minutes away from landing burn. Again, we're going to do a flip, hopefully, by our buoy and drone, which are hanging out, ready and waiting for a ship.
Seeing all 3 center engines have entered the chill phase.
All right, less than a minute to go.
The ship is making its turn for final approach.
And here's this kind of aggressive final turn that would essentially position it so it's right behind the launch and catch tower. Flaps holding strong. Landing burn in just under 20 seconds.
Those clouds must be pretty low. Let's see if the buoy sees it.
Ship landing startup.
It's going through the clouds right now. Flipping.
There's our landing burn. Three down to two.
Starship has landed.
There it is, on the left. There it is. Turn the camera to the left. Explosion!
As we said, we're not planning on recovering the ship today. Hey, welcome back to Earth, Starship. We are down in the Indian Ocean.
We did it.
Let him hear at Starbase. What a day.
Woo! Right.
Oh. All right. Welcome back to Earth, ship. What a day. A whole lot more to go through. As you just saw, everybody here at Starbase pretty hyped. Hey, Tyler, out of Hawthorne, how's everybody holding up?
Thank you, Dan. We had a fantastic time watching. It was another exciting Starship flight test in the books, and we hope that you enjoyed those Starlink views too. So congratulations to the team at Starbase and everyone here and around the company. So many employees contribute to the Starship program as we continue to iterate and make progress towards a multi-planetary future. So that wraps it up for us here in Hawthorne. Thank you for tuning in, and back to you guys.
Yeah, what an incredible launch today. We had successful liftoff. Booster completed its objective, successfully splashed down over in the Gulf. Obviously, we saw another amazing Starlink deploy as well from ship.
Yeah, we made it through that re-entry, testing all the different experience. We had missing tiles, gave us quite the light show. We had that Raptor relight, 3 for 3. That was ahead of re-entry, of course. And then that awesome splashdown that we just saw, including that dynamic banking maneuver to simulate RTLS when we returned to the launch site. So yeah, we promised maximum excitement, and Starship delivered.
Definitely.
Congrats to all our teammates at SpaceX and to everyone who's supporting the Starship program. And thank you to all our future customers for your support.
We'd also like to thank the fine people of Cameron County, including the residents of its newest city, Starbase, as well as the Coast Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration, the Government of Mexico, and the Australian Space Agency.
Yeah, be sure to follow SpaceX on X for updates and about more of the exciting views we didn't get to feature on today's broadcast.
And if you're interested in more launch coverage just like this, head over to spacex.com/launches for the most up-to-date information.
All right, I will take us out. Hey, congrats, Jake and Amanda. You guys did amazing. Great job. All right, today we launched the world's biggest rocket, knocked out all of our objectives. Shout outs to every single person who made this look easy. Thank you to everybody tuning in. We're going to see you back here for the very first flight of our next generation Starship. So we'll see you then. Good night.
And bye. And cut. Nice. Really glad that that pretty much was a flawless launch of V2, but that is the end of version 2, like you said. And yeah, the big one, the next launch is gonna be really a big one, because Starship V3, that's a whole different beast. It's gonna be a whole different thing. So okay, let's go ahead and swap. To some gaming. Connecting my controller. And like I said, I got my favorite tennis game ever.
Virtua Tennis 4.
Virtua Tennis 4. Virtua Tennis 4. And now, I'm gonna be talking like this from now on. Because that is how we talk like when we're playing tennis. New player. First name, Virtua. Last name, Tennis. North America. Creating our player. Surf form. Return form. Forehand form. Wait. Ah! What does this even mean? Oh. Dominant hand. Body muscles. Is that actually changing anything? It is. Body muscles. There we go. How do I know what voice it is? Oh, there we go. Okay. We'll use that one. Height of the eyes. Is there a randomizer? Do I have a randomizer? It doesn't look like it. Fine. I'll leave that part. See if we can change your hair though. So I believe this is 2011. Okay. This is 2011 PC graphics, okay? Well, not many options.
Welcome to the SPT World Tour. Open season.
Australia Challenge. Scheduling. What do I do? What does it mean? Oh, training? I don't want to do training. I want to do a match. What do we do? What are we supposed to do here? What are we supposed to do here? Exactly? Oh, okay. Just whatever it is, I got the score. So oh, I think I'm supposed to like touch those things to get a score. Yeah.
Success!
Success! Success! More training. Break the stacked clay targets. Okay. I think I regret my voice. I got more than enough score.
Success!
Got it. That's a rest day, looks like. Is this a match? No. Use this ticket to move one. Well, I gotta buy it. So I could do this around. Virtua Tennis. That's me. I got no style. I got no style. No style at all. It's a practice round, huh?
Player 1 to serve.
I got no style. Savage. Oh, got it. Vicky Verney. What's her name? Match point. Winner. I can rest or not. What is that? Training. Deliver the chicks to their mother. Touch those eggs. Deliver the chicks. Seven chicks. Super combo, deliver those chicks.
Super combo. Success.
Massive success. My condition has improved. Egg collector. I am the expert egg collector. Oh, here we go. What is that? Signed autographs for your fans. But I can't rest. Let me do this one.
Step on the switches.
And I've already surpassed the amount I need.
Hurry up!
I keep tripping over myself. Success! Okay. Condition is getting low. Good, because I can rest right here. Not all the way, though. Can I buy tickets? I can't. Okay. Let's do it. One move ticket. One move ticket to go, please. Hi, I'm Bernie. I'm Vicky Bernie. We belong to the same club. We're going to be partners, but don't forget I'm also a rival. I'm out to work my way up the ranks just like you. Anyways, good to meet ya. Satellite tournament. I'm playing against Junri. Again, I got no style.
Player 1 to serve.
Got him.
15 love.
Ace. Ace that ball. Got her. See if I can ace her again. Boom.
Player 2 to serve.
Boom.
15.
I was trying to give you a chance. Aiming back at you. Boom. Match point. Set match. Yeah! Yo! I want to know what she's actually saying there when she shakes your hand. What is she saying? Final. Yulia.
Player 1 to serve.
Max it out. Gotcha.
15 love.
Out. Ah. Easy point. Let's hit it really sharp. Got it. See how sharp I can hit this. Gotcha.
Player 2 to serve.
Oh, out.
15 love.
Gotcha.
15 all.
Whoa. There we go.
15-30.
Ooh. Ooh. Match point. Oh, it's out. Dang it. I'm giving her points. There we go. Woo! Yes! That's what she said. I'm better than you. Sorry. That's what she said. Perfect game. Congratulations. A new item has been added to your kit catalog. Kit catalog. Huh? That's my kit catalog. Trousers and shorts. Oh, it's $1,500. $1,500 for some new shorts. Try on. Okay. We need to rest, if we can, right here. Perfect. Perfect. And perfect. A doubles match. I'm teamed up with Vicky Burney, my rival.
Player 1 to serve.
Oh, no. Vicky. Yes. Got it. Oh, hit. Vicky, that was yours. What? What was the problem? Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Vicky. Hit it, Vicky.
Game, second match. Player
Yay!
one. Player 2.
We won. We are the winners. We are the champions, my friends. Something like that. Something like that. Two. What does that mean? Minor accident. Something bad happens. Yikes. Okay. Well, luckily we don't. Need that. Thinking I can't hit the store though. Oh no. I want the second training level.
Step on the switches. Hurry up!
There we go.
Success!
Success! Upgrade. Vicky Burney. She wants to play. What is this? Donate 1,000 to charity. Okay. Rising star. New rank. Ah, if I missed this. Okay. Gotta play. I gotta play! Tournament. Against my rival, Vicky Bernie.
Player 1 to serve.
Oh. Net. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. There we go.
15 love.
I think she upgraded herself a little bit. It's a little bit more difficult. There we go.
13 love.
Smash. Got it. Ooh, that was almost out.
Game.
Nice. Got her.
Player 2 to serve. Love 15.
That's how you get her.
Love 30.
She's assuming I'm going to hit the opposite direction. There you go. She finally missed it. Oh, I'm sweating. That's a neat little touch. That showed I was really sweaty. There you go. I am the winner! And I'm very sweaty. I gotta rest. Out. Oh, she ran. She totally ran left. I'm like, I'm not hitting there. I'm not hitting there. Oh, hit it! Gee. What am I doing? I'm just like running around. Oh, that was a flying hit right there. Man, I want a replay of that. That was my first little flying hit.
Game player 1.
Gotcha.
Player 2 to serve. Love 15. Love 30.
Gotcha. Out. Match point. And I'm sweaty. Are you just gonna leave that spot open? I'm like, are you gonna leave that spot open for me to win? Okay. And my condition is grim. Got it. First big tournament. Vicky Verney. Okay, I really gotta rest. Yeah, there we go. And I really gotta rest. Let's see. Oh, I should buy some tickets. Buy some tickets. One more ticket. Wait, I can't buy any more tickets? No! No! Special match. They said she's tough.
Player 1 to serve.
Boom. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting that one. Laura. She can run pretty fast. Oh, I should have slammed it there. Come on. Oh, nice. She missed it for some reason. Oh, get it. I should have got it in there. Nice. Whew. I did a little lob, so it didn't bounce as much. Oh, it was still in. Good. Yes, she missed it. Oh! Missed it. Get it! Oh! It's trying to attack the net. Oh man, I am hitting that outline. Barely keeping it in. Keep it down. There we go. I was setting that up. Waiting for her to get a little bit too far to one side. Come on. Oh. There we go. Got it. Nice. Slam. Match point. Oh, she totally aired out there. Nice. You did it. Congratulations. New rank. Laura, your game is wonderful. Next time, I definitely hope to face you in a tournament. Free. Let's rest. Bernie is gonna be my partner. Appear in a commercial. Or wall training. Let's do wall training. Level 2.
Step on the switches. Hurry up!
Ah! I need more points. Oh no! I'm not gonna make it this time.
Fail.
Fail. I don't have any dress. I don't have a dress. Let's add another ticket. Yeah, I don't have a fancy dress. So many people want to be my doubles partners. Vicky Bernie. Rest. What's this? Yeah, let's do more training.
Keep the rally going.
Ah.
Hurry up! Success!
Nice.
Nice.
Training successful. Let's see. One move to get. Oh, that's the egg collector. Gonna rest. Deliver the chicks to the mother. Oh no.
Hurry up! Super combo!
Super.
Super combo!
Got it.
Success!
My egg collector has leveled up. My condition has been extended. Can I go? Nope, not one. Dang it. Ah.
Get the eggs.
I had a level 2.
Super combo! Super combo! Super combo! Hurry up! Yes!
Alright. And now I can play the tournament. But I can't rest against Vicky Verney, my rival.
One to serve.
Oh, that was right on the line.
15 love.
Give it up, Vicky. Fault. You got no chance. Match point. Gotcha. How much more of a beating are you gonna take? Better use a recovery ticket. Okay. That's Virtua Tennis. Virtua Tennis. Let me now figure out what's new on the PS5, because we were prepping my PS5 for playing Death Stranding 2. Let's go ahead and take a look. I've not hooked this back up in a while, so we had to update the controller. So the controller is okay. Had to update the system. We did buy Death Stranding 2. So where is Death Stranding 2? Collections, deals. Where's my library? Is this it? Sort by new. Do I not? I swear I bought Death Stranding 2. Let's do it by... No, it's not here. Oh. Oh, this is installed. Okay. Okay, that shows how much I know of the interface. Okay. Let's do by name. Let's sort by... I guess most recent. So there's Death Stranding 2. Download. We'll just start that download. Get that. Get that going. Tia's is back. Let's see. When did you leave? When actually did you leave? Was it an hour ago? I think you left like an hour ago, right? Oh, you left after satellite deploy. Oh, okay. Yeah. It was a picture perfect the entire thing was picture perfect. They came in for the landing or the splashdown. They did like a new kind of like bank and turn approach, which was they said was going to be more representative of how Starship V3 was going to be coming back to the launch site, doing like a bank and turn maneuver. So they performed that maneuver, and they still, it looked like they hit their target on splashdown like perfectly. They had a buoy right at the landing location in the ocean, and it landed pretty dang close to the buoy. So I would say it was pretty much a success. They also said they had like they had some gaps in the heat shield that apparently didn't cause any problems. Because it went through a re-entry just fine. Starship held together. Nothing exploded. So does Sonic look any different to you? Sonic looks a little bit different, doesn't it? turn up this the music.
Race complete. Gold medal awarded.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we're just dusting off the old PS5. I had to upgrade my controller, update my controller firmware. I had to update the system software, of course. And then I had to dust off the dust. I just played this map. So we're just getting back into the groove.
Pfizer.
Making sure everything is good with the PS5. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna probably start Death Stranding 2 either tomorrow or Wednesday. So. Ow! Yeah. It still looks so great. Considering they don't actually have an official...
Bronze medal. New lap record.
They don't actually have an official Wipeout for PS5. This is just a collection of previous Wipeout games. Corner.
Gold medal awarded. Session complete.
I got gold. Gold medal awarded. Gold. Nothing but the gold. Any reviews drop? There has been people that have been showing off unboxings for sure, because like apparently all of Europe has the ROG has it now because they all got it early due to an Amazon mistake. So Amazon was like, yeah, release date is supposed to be the 1st, right? Not the 16th. So everybody got in Europe got it early. Whoever pre-ordered over there. I've been kind of been avoiding any reviews or any unboxings. I haven't actually watched an unboxing because I'm literally gonna unbox mine on Thursday. So I don't want to watch any of the unboxings, but apparently it does have a power brick with it, which is good. They actually usually don't have power bricks with them anymore. So the case, the official case, pretty expensive if you want to buy a case, an official case for it, but there is a third party options out there. Always is. I'm looking online to see what some performance things are. Looks like Battlefield. This is just one article, you know. With these kind of things, there's so many things you can tweak, you know. But they're saying like Helldivers 2, they said can run between 60 and 70 FPS at 1080p, which is perfectly fine. I mean, if it hits 60 FPS, that's great. And that's at medium and high settings, between 60 and 70 FPS. Helldivers 2, Forza Motorsport on high settings with ray tracing and AMD FSR seems to run at around 50 to 55 FPS at 1080p and 60 FPS at 900p resolution. That's pretty impressive considering we're talking about high with ray tracing. So I think it's gonna look pretty great at 900p with everything turned on to max. They said Fortnite seems to run at 70 to 80 FPS on medium settings. Battlefield 6 shown running with low settings at a variety of resolutions with AMD FSR turned on, hovering around 60 FPS. Black Ops 6 so there's a low power mode, right? With these handhelds, there's always different power modes you can run the machine at. They said at the lowest power setting, which is 13 watts, with balanced graphics settings and AMD FSR on, hits about 40 FPS. Going up to the next power mode, which is 17 watts. They say it's around 60 FPS. On the highest power mode, turbo, 35 watts, plugged in, the game can be played with extreme graphics settings at 60 FPS. So and yes, there's videos out there showing all of these games. So plugged in, right? So if you're able to plug in the device, it can hit a higher power mode, which is 35 watt. And apparently it just seems like a beast there. If you can max out Black Ops 6 and get 60 FPS. So portable mode is one thing, but plugging it in, right, to get that extra boost can give you that even more kick. Apparently, right? So let's see. There's another article. But yeah, we'll definitely try these things. I do want to try Forza, regular Ford and Motorsport, since that has full ray tracing. I definitely want to try that. I'll try regular Forza Horizon on there. There's a lot of there's options, you know. There's a lot of options. Let's see what options we got. What options? Gotta look on the now defunct. It's now defunct PC Game Pass. It's no longer PC Game Pass. It is now just Game Pass Ultimate. I mean, it's now included. It's now included. So PC Game Pass is now included with everything. A lot of the stuff is like, and again, this is actually showing, again, the PC app now shows your Steam installed stuff, which is neat. It'd be cool to try Doom. We can try some crazy first-person FPS. We're not gonna replay it again, but just for testing purposes, that would be a good first-person shooter to try out. I'm definitely putting Deep Rock Galactic Survivor on there. I'll put Golf. I'll put Helldivers on there. Let's see. What else should we try? Yeah, like I said, we'll try out Forza. Both Forzas. And I wanted to try, let's see. Organized by Metascore. Let's see. Yeah, Forza Motorsport. Grid Legends might be nice to try because that game is beautiful. It's really beautiful. Beautiful racing game. I actually really enjoyed playing this game. It has a cool little story too. But yeah, the visuals are really nice. Sounds like a good racer. My daughter loves Star Trekker. This is like a pretty cozy. You're basically trekking cargo across the galaxy. Very cozy, laid back game. My daughter asked me about that game the other day too. That was pretty funny. Yeah, we'll just install like a ton of stuff because I definitely want to like I want to put the device through its paces, you know. Good indie games we can try. It's gonna run in like any game perfectly fine, most likely. Anything that's really would, I'm trying to find anything that would really push it graphics wise. Stardew Valley. Stardew. Do we have like Virtua Fighter 5? Oh, is that out though? Is it out? I don't think it's gonna be out on PC. If it is, it's gonna be Steam. There's no entry for it here. That one I might have to get on. It's gonna be either console or Steam, most likely, yeah. Yeah. It'd be cool to see, like, some top games from every genre, you know. Let's see, fighting. Mortal Kombat 11. Do I own this? I own this. We'll go ahead and install Mortal Kombat 11. Let's try that one out. That's all I got. Well, that's all that's on Game Pass here. On PC Game Pass. I've been kind of itching a little bit to replay Aliens. Fireteam Elite. I really like that one. We can try some Black Ops 6. What's the Metascore? Mass Effect 2 has the highest Metascore, 94%. Not surprising. Mass Effect 3. Only Crysis and Quake got up there. Mass Effect. Gears of War 5 would actually be pretty great if they had freaking Gears of War 5 on here. Which they do. Oh. Okay. This will be another good one to play because I only played Gears 5 in 2-player split screen with the wife, which was pretty funny. That's the only way that I've played this. And the visuals look really cool. The visuals are like really awesome. But because it's split screen, right, it's literally cutting what you're seeing in half. So you can't really fully appreciate the graphics. So I would like to replay this. In single player. But yeah, it was pretty funny that we played that together. This is going to take 11 hours to beat. And Hive Busters, I heard. I heard the graphics are just so good. Okay, so we got Gears 5 we can try. in the shooter genre. You played it on Game Pass. I mean, it was pretty much the same with me. Sports, that kind of... I mean, the racing is in there. Yeah. No sports. Action adventure. What do we got? Diablo. Do they have Diablo 4? They should have Diablo 4. There it is. That'd be kind of a good excuse to install that and try it out. Starfield. There's nothing in Starfield though I want to do though. There's nothing. Oh, a Hellblade, yes. Hellblade 2. That would be a good test because that's an Unreal Engine 5 game. So, gamers, I'm Bayak. Bayak. So yeah. Anyone making notes? Anyone making any notes here for the games we want to install? Hellblade 2. I assume that's still in Game Pass. You know, I never played fully through... Oh, here it is. Here's Hellblade 2. I never played through Mirror's Edge. I played the first game a little bit. But I never played through the whole thing. But yes, Hellblade 2, really good test, I think, of the graphics. Gears Tactics, I want to get that installed. This reminds me, I need to buy a freaking SD card. I think I gotta buy an SD card. I'm not gonna have enough room to like install these games.
As Reamer asked me, are you taking notes? What is the list of games our Asmer Destiny stated he needs to play on the Xbox Ally X? Oh, you bet I'm taking notes. Let me check my invisible notepad. Ah, yes. So here's what I remember. 1. Virtua Fighter 5. 2. Halo Infinite. 3. Forza Horizon. 5. 4. Fable Reboot. 5. Starfield. I think that's the lineup ASMR Destiny mentioned for the Xbox Ally X. It's going to be quite the gaming marathon.
Close? You love Mirror's Edge in the sequel? I loved it back in the day. Yeah. I love the whole concept of it. Parkour. 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 Dungeon Keeper. That is so fun. Dungeon Keeper's my jam, man. Back in the day. This was such a fun game. Parkour. Oh, it would be cool to see the Gears of War, the new one. This is the new 4K. Is this the new one? No, this is not the new one. Do they have the new Gears Reloaded? Yeah, okay. This one. This is the original, I think, updated in Unreal Engine 5. I think. Parkour. Yeah. All new 120 FPS. 4K assets. Yep. Yeah. We have a lot of stuff we can try. Obviously. We have a lot of games we can try out. So we have no lack. Definitely no lack of content that we can try out. Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Peggy 16.
Peggy 16.
Parkour.
Time to make myself useful, huh? Where do I go?
You need to make your way to the Agricultural Division at Elysium.
Slide, slide. Slippity slide.
Just saw a couple of KSAC guards hassling an employee. What are they after?
There's a lot of Kruger-sec chatter about some runner they need to subdue. Avoid the VTOLs and don't get into any scraps. Elysium is one of the taller buildings. You should see their logo on the side.
I see it. Something doesn't feel right. I'm here.
Got it. Be careful, Faith.
Don't worry, Noah. I got this. Fancy.
Elysium Labs. High-profile datagram. Look, they are very protective about this data, so there's no margin for error, you understand? Heads up, I got plenty of commotion below. An exec motorcade arriving, enforcers everywhere. What? This is not looking right at all. We should abort the run.
Let me roll with it, Noah.
We do not mess with Gabriel Kruger.
I need the script.
It's not like I can stop you anyway. Icarus, keep us updated on any changes outside.
This is a pretty long gameplay demo.
Noah, There's someone else here. Not a runner.
I don't like this, Faith. You should get out of there.
Sorry. I'm checking it out.
Of course you are.
It's the guy
There's a whole
from
different set of labs here. This isn't agricultural research.
it's that siphon filter guy.
What are they up
right?
to?
Or
I'm finishing this, Noah.
or that
I'll be fine.
that other the guy with the 3 lights from that game.
Progress mirrors the results we're seeing from every facility. Direct the mirror, activate the alarm. Deal with him.
You know, Splinter Cell. Yeah. That's right.
I need him alive. Stop her!
You got me, gamer.
Don't try to take on everyone. Just get out, okay? Noah, I can see them shooting at her. Damn it, this was not supposed to happen.
2016. That's a pretty cool. That was a pretty cool demo. Yeah, that'd totally be. I mean, like I said, like I really loved the first one. I just never got around to playing the other ones. Let's see, any classics? We're trying to see any games that would be good to load on the Xbox. The ROG Ally X, Xbox Ally XXXXE. However you call it. Oh, I gotta put Sonic on here. I will put Sonic. Cross Worlds, since that's a new one. That'd be a good one to test it out with. You beat Little Nightmares 3 already? What? You didn't tell me. Already? Well, that lasts you a whole day. It's probably what? 8 hours? 10 hours? Ori would actually be good here to install for the HDR. Ori is actually one of the most beautiful games for HDR support. So it'd be good to like test the screen, not necessarily like play it on stream, but physically looking at the screen. It'd be really great to look on there. Jusson. But yeah, well, we'll have to get Virtua Fighter on Steam. Let's see. Open world, I don't really expect anything here. I could try Indiana Jones. I don't know. I don't feel like I really want to install that. I don't think there's much in the open world genre I want to try out. Let's see. Sandbox. Reorganized by release date. Anything that would really test out its graphics. Stalker 2, probably. Probably nothing too crazy here. That's already a lot of games that we're gonna try out anyway. Okay. I think we looked at all the categories pretty much. We'll have to go through this list again on Thursday. So again, that's when I plan to pick up the unit. Hopefully that is going to be the case. I haven't heard it from Best Buy. Yet. I should look. Let me look in the app. If I can spell. Hello. My order status for the Xbox LIX. Oh, they are saying they're going to ship it. Can I change to store pickup? Hang on, let me see if I can change the store pickup. Because then I could... okay. If I change the store pickup, I won't be able to get it till Friday. Oh, what? Store pickup is Friday, December 12th. What? Yeah, well, they're sold out. That's why. If I change the store pickup now, I will not be able to get one until December 12th because they're sold out everywhere. Okay, well, I'm not going to be... I shall not be picking it up in person. They said they're going to ship it by Thursday, but what is... Wait, what? Shipping... It says December 12th. Even for shipping. What? What? This is really weird. It says, we'll ship it by Thursday. But then when I look to make shipping changes, it said it's expected to ship by Friday, December 12th. I don't know what's going on. This is very confusing. Is it going to ship on Thursday or not? Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if this ships. That's gonna totally suck if I don't get it until December. I shouldn't have, because like, well, okay, so here's what happened. I was on my cruise in Mexico when they opened up pre-orders for the ROG Xbox Ally X. So I had to go, like, get on Wi-Fi first off, and then I had to like turn on my cell service because I could not log in to Best Buy without a phone verification. So I couldn't even log in without a phone verification number, you know, for two-factor. And so I turned on airplane mode, like in the middle of the ocean. So the text probably cost me like $10, you know, just for one text. And that's how I pre-ordered it. But it took me a little while. But again, there wasn't anything telling me that like I wasn't gonna get it on launch day. So part of what I see on there right now says I'll get it on December 12th, or it will ship Thursday. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, come on. Come on. Alright. We are good tonight, guys. Here we go. Thanks a lot for being here for the Starship watch viewing party and playing some Virtua Tennis 4 on the PC. And just checking out some PC games in prep for the ROG Ally. Hopefully we'll get it in the next week or so. If not, oh well. With that, guys, thanks a lot so much. Should have a normal stream tomorrow. So everything's going to be going. We will probably start Death Stranding 2 Wednesday. I don't think I'll do it tomorrow, but Wednesday probably. So expect that to start then. And we'll also swap back and forth between a bunch of our games and Death Stranding 2, so we can get in as many games as possible. Because we're getting closer to the end of the year. We gotta beat our beat game record of last year, which I think we beat like 33 games last year on stream. So yeah, I think we're a little bit behind, so we're gonna catch up. All right, guys, catch you later. Please take care. Bye.
Herb it up, collecting herbs wherever I go. I'm in the dark with only a flashlight, and my health is low. But when I find herbs, I'll make sure to herb it up each time. For when I find herbs, I'll make sure to herb it up each time. Herb it up, collecting herbs wherever I go. I'm in the dark with only a flashlight, and my health is low. But when I find herbs, I'll make sure to herb it up each time.
I tried to craft a sword, but made a shoe instead. The menu maze, it sent me spiraling in my head. Spent 2 hours hunting for one tiny piece. Now I've forgotten how to even cook my meat. It's a monster puzzle.